everyone, it's Hannah here, and we have Jess behind the camera today, and we are in the ColDesi showroom having a little bit of fun, and we wanted to show you guys what we're up to. So we're basically putting our dogs onto t-shirts. If you've ever seen any of our other videos, you'll probably recognize these faces, but today we're using direct-to-garment printing. So this process is actually super simple with a machine like the DTG G4. So what I wanted to do is I kind of want to just take you guys through the whole process. We're going to go through editing, just some minor editing skills here. I'm not a Photoshop pro by any means. Then we'll go through the software for the DTG G4. Then we'll go through printing and we'll take you to a finished product. We'll also talk about a little bit of selling opportunities that you have with really cute and unique shirts like this. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to do is teach you guys how to really easily remove the background from an image. So there are tons of different apps and websites that do this, but we're using remove.bg for this. It's really easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in a photo. And I could have printed this with the background. DTG Printing is great for that, but for aesthetic reasons, I wanted to remove the background. So it was really quick. It just removed my background right away. I do have the option to erase some more of Mason's body. For the purposes of this artwork, I'm gonna go ahead and do that with the eraser tool. And this is just really easy to use, guys. Of course, you could use a more sophisticated program like Photoshop or something, but this program really just makes it easy if you don't have tons of Photoshop skills. So after I've removed the pieces of his body that I don't want, all I'm gonna do is download this. So you can see I have a transparent background here. So I can download this image, it's gonna save right onto my computer, and then I'm gonna move into the next step of making my t-shirt design. So I'm using a program called Canva. This is a really great free program. There are premium versions of it, but we're gonna click Create a Design, and they actually have some templates here. So they have a t-shirt option. The dimensions of my canvas size are gonna be really great for t-shirt graphics, and I'm gonna start creating this template. So I can add a heading. We'll use some simple text for these t-shirts today. And this program just makes it really easy to drag around different elements of the design and to just kind of play with my graphic really easily. So I can just expand it by dragging, I can drag and drop, I can change colors and fonts, super easy too. So we're just gonna put this into place to where it looks good. And then I can upload the dog's face that we just removed the background from. So I'm just dragging and dropping. Remember, it's saved on my computer here. And once it's uploaded into Canva, I will drag him over to my design. You'll see he is a little small, so we'll just enlarge him a little bit, put him into place, and then that looks pretty good. Last thing I want to do is I do want to change the color of my text for this shirt to white. So with this template idea, you can have this saved in Canva, and anytime you want, you can change the color of the text depending on what color shirt you're printing on. So we're going to do white for this job. It is going to make it look like it's disappeared because we're on a white background right now, but we do know what's there. So when I'm ready and I'm happy, I can click share and then I can download this design. We want to make sure we download it as a PNG so that we have that transparent background and it's the best quality image for DTG printing. So then it's going to download, it's going to save onto my computer, and we can pull it up and look at it right here. Remember, we have our text over here, but the font is white, so we just can't see it right now. So now we're ready to put our graphics into our DTG printer software. So I have the graphic that we just made together, but then I also have a graphic with Jess's dogs in it. And I'm just simply dragging and dropping these into the queue. I'm in the G4 colored shirt queue for this. And I'm just gonna do a couple things to these. I wanna make sure we're in the highest resolution. Then I'm gonna change my print quality. I'm gonna put this at the best print quality because we're not too worried about time here. We just want it to look really good. I can adjust the size of our graphics just so that they're not super big. And then all I have to do is select them and press print. So we're gonna print the Mason design first and it'll send over to my machine. So my design has been sent over to my DTG G4. You'll see it'll pop up right on screen there so you know what you're about to print. And then we have our shirt that we're using today. So Jess and I picked our favorite shirts for DTG printing for this project. These are district brand shirts and they're the perfect try DTG shirts. They come in tons of colors and they're already pre-treated. So I did have to give this a pre-press. You'll always want to pre-press shirts before you print, but then we'll just lay it on our platen. you'll see the G4 will suck it into place. So it has a vacuum platen. That's a really great feature of this. Then we can move it around to make sure it's nice and centered there. And now all I have to do is send it under. I did leave the hood of my G4 open for you guys so you can get a really good look at it printing. So right away, you'll notice this bright white ink here. So if you're familiar with sublimation printing, you'll notice DTG printing or direct-to-garment printing is very different. This is printing directly onto the shirt, and it does print white ink. And especially the DTG G4 has really, really vibrant colors. So first it prints our white ink layer, and then it pulls the shirt back under and it prints the colors on top. That's how you get those really vibrant prints that we were talking about. Right, so the ink on this is not quite dry yet. We do have one final step before our shirt is ready, so we're gonna bring this shirt over to our heat press. Now I'm gonna lay the shirt on the lower platen of my heat press here, and we are gonna do a hover. So this Geonite heat press we're using has a really great hover feature. So we'll go ahead and bring it down just a little bit, and you'll feel and hear it just kind of lock into place. And it's not touching the shirt right now, it's just hovering on top. So after our hover for 45 seconds, we'll go ahead and put a parchment paper right on top here, and we'll give this shirt one final press for another 45 seconds. All right, guys, so time is up, and this shirt is now complete. Go ahead and remove my parchment paper, and this is ready to be worn by myself. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna make Jess's shirt now. So the Perfect Try DTG shirts come in tons of colors. So while I chose the gray, Jess chose the navy blue. So we're gonna do what we did last time. Just put this on our platen here. Make sure it's nice and centered in place. Get out any wrinkles. And our design's already popped up on screen. I sent it over from my computer, so I'm just gonna send it under to print. So I wanna talk to you guys a little bit about the opportunity that you have here with shirts like this. Like you could see, this is kind of like a template that I already have. You can go ahead and put in any text you want. It doesn't have to be about dogs. It could be birthday girl, birthday boy, anniversary, anything you want. You can have these templates saved on your computer or in your editing program. And then everyone has high quality cell phone cameras these days. People can send you photos. Both of these photos are from Jes and I's iPhones, photos that we've just taken before of our dogs. They can send them to you. You can go ahead and easily remove the background like we showed you earlier and drop them into these templates, and there you go. You have custom shirts that are ready on demand. All right, guys, so just like our other one, ink is still wet here, so we'll go ahead and dry this over at our heat press. So I'll do my hover press first, then we'll do our press, and we'll show you guys our finished product when it's done. This heat press also features an auto pop-up there, so it's really great. You won't have to worry about scorching your shirts. So Jess's shirt with her two precious pups is now complete as well. Now I promise Jes and I are not the only people out there that are dog obsessed. People will go crazy for custom dog shirts like this. And it's not just dogs. Like I said earlier, you can put kids, grandparents, teachers, much more on shirts with DTG printing. But really the best part about getting machines from ColDesi is that you're gonna get training and support. So while this was a pretty quick demonstration of how DTG printing works, you're gonna get training modules that are super easy to follow, that are really gonna go in depth in the process and teach you how to start a custom t-shirt business. So if you're ready to get started, go ahead and visit ColDesi.com and you can live chat with one of our pros.